Welcome back, Lincoln Currency. Have you ever held a single penny in your hand and wondered, could this be the one? Could this tiny copper coin be the key to a life-changing fortune? Most of us pass by pennies every day without a second thought. We see them on sidewalks, in drawers, under couch cushions. But what if I told you that a 2018 Lincoln cent, yes, a common-looking 1-cent coin, could be worth up to $7 million? Sit back, because today we are diving deep into one of the most intriguing mysteries and collector frenzies in the world of modern numismatics. Now, let's set the stage. The Lincoln cent has a long and storied history. It was first minted in 1909, marking the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to bear the portrait of a real person. Over the decades, the coin evolved, from wheat ears on the reverse, to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, and then to the Union Shield design starting in 2010. But it's not just the design that captures attention, it's the tiny variations, the mint marks, the errors, and the mysteries behind these changes. Fast forward to 2018. Millions of Lincoln cents were minted across the Philadelphia and Denver mints. But a peculiar variation started surfacing in the hands of eagle-eyed collectors. A number of these coins bore an oddity, a mint mark that appeared to be an M, or a malformed mark that didn't quite match the traditional D or P mint marks. This led to a wildfire of speculation. Was this a new mint mark? Was this an error? Or was this something far more deliberate, a rare anomaly that could make this coin one of the most valuable Lincoln cents in U.S. history? Let's talk about how this mystery unfolded. In early 2019, reports started to emerge in online coin forums. A user from Michigan posted images of what they claimed to be a 2018 penny with a strange M mark under the ear. Initially dismissed as post-mint damage or wishful thinking, the buzz picked up after a handful of numismatic YouTubers featured the coin on their channels. Coin collectors began digging through their change, especially rolls of 2018 cents, in hopes of discovering this elusive treasure. And then, something astonishing happened. A private coin auction allegedly featured a specimen labeled as a 2018 M Lincoln cent era variety. With a final bid reaching into the millions, the coin world was shaken. The $7 million price tag may sound unbelievable, but when it comes to numismatics, rarity is everything. The 1943 copper penny, an era coin resulting from a wartime metal change, is one of the most famous examples, with one specimen selling for $1.7 million. The 1794 flowing hair silver dollar, the first U.S. dollar coin, sold for over $10 million. So, in a world where condition, rarity, and intrigue collide, a 7-figure penny isn't completely out of the question. But what makes this 2018 M penny so valuable? First, it's about scarcity. If this variation is indeed a true mint error, an experimental strike, or a rogue mark, it could mean only a handful exist. Second, it's the story. Coin collecting isn't just about metal, it's about history, mystery, and the chase. Every coin tells a story, and this one is dripping with intrigue. Was it a rogue engraver at the mint? A misaligned die? A foreign object on the die itself? No one knows for sure, and that uncertainty only adds to the coin's mystique. Let's dig a little deeper into the coin itself. On the obverse, you'll find the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln, a stoic gaze etched in copper-plated zinc. Below the date, 2018, is where things get interesting. Where you'd expect to find a D for Denver or a P for Philadelphia, or nothing at all, there's something that looks like an M. This could be a die chip, a doubling effect, or a unique artifact from the minting process. Some believe the M might even be a designer's initial, though no such attribution exists in official records. And then there's the condition. The supposed $7 million specimen is reportedly in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded MS-69 or MS-70 by professional services. That's nearly flawless, making it even rarer. Imagine finding something so perfect, so scarce, and so curious in your pocket change. That's what keeps collectors hunting. Now, let's not forget the skeptics. Many in the numismatic community caution against hype. They warn that unusual marks can result from damage, environmental exposure, or even intentional alterations. That's why professional grading and authentication are crucial. It's not enough to just find a coin that looks different, you need experts to back it up. But that hasn't stopped the search. Every day, more and more people are checking their change, buying coin rolls, and posting finds online. It's created a kind of modern gold rush. Coin shops have reported an uptick in customers asking about 2018 pennies. Online marketplaces like eBay and Etsy are flooded with listings, some genuine, some obvious scams. The legend of the 2018 penny continues to grow. So, what should you do if you think you've found one? First, don't clean the coin. Cleaning can damage the surface and drastically reduce its value. Store it in a safe holder, like a 2x2 flip or coin capsule. Then, get it appraised by a reputable coin dealer or submit it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll evaluate the authenticity, condition, and any anomalies present. If it turns out to be the real deal, you might be sitting on a fortune. Now, let's talk about the market. As of today, listings for 2018 pennies claiming to have rare errors range from a few dollars to tens of thousands. But serious buyers are looking for verified, graded specimens. And here's the kicker: some high-end collectors are actively hunting these coins and are willing to pay top dollar for a confirmed unique variety. If just one of these coins turns out to be a true mint-authorized or mint-originated anomaly, it could easily fetch millions at auction. Especially if it's the only one known in that grade or condition. It's worth noting that most 2018 Lincoln cents are, of course, worth exactly 1 cent. But like any treasure hunt, it's not about finding a guaranteed reward, it's about the possibility. The thrill of discovery. The idea that something so ordinary could hide something so extraordinary. And in the world of coin collecting, the line between ordinary and historic can be as thin as a die crack or as small as a misplaced mint mark. So, is the 2018 penny real? Could it really be worth $7 million? The answer lies somewhere between mystery and mania, between passion and profit. What we do know is that it has reignited a nationwide interest in numismatics. It has brought new eyes and younger generations into the world of coin collecting. And most of all, it has reminded us that even in a world dominated by digital transactions and virtual currency, a humble little penny can still capture the imagination of millions. Keep checking your change. Keep learning. Keep exploring. Because one day, you might just find that tiny copper clue that opens the door to a massive treasure. And when you do, remember, you heard it here first. Stay curious, stay watchful, and may your next penny be the one that changes everything. Back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the world of one of the most talked about coins in recent memory, the 2019 Lincoln cent, commonly known as the penny. At first glance, this coin might seem like just another piece of change in your pocket, but trust me, after you watch this video, you'll never look at your spare pennies the same way again. There's a lot of buzz surrounding this modern coin, and today we're going to explore everything: the history, the varieties, the mint marks, the errors, and yes, the unbelievable stories behind some of these coins fetching sky-high prices, with claims of one reportedly being worth as much as $7 million. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone hoping to strike it rich with your change jar, this is the video you need to watch. Let's begin by taking a closer look at the basics of the 2019 Lincoln cent. This coin continues the design tradition that began in 2010 with the Union Shield reverse, which replaced the Lincoln Memorial design. On the obverse, we still see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that dates back to 1909 when the Lincoln cent was first introduced to mark the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The reverse, introduced in 2010 and continuing through 2019, features a Union shield with a single horizontal bar and 13 vertical stripes, representing the original 13 states joined together in unity. The Union shield was designed by artist Lindo Bass and sculpted by Joseph Mena. Inscriptions on the obverse include, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date, 2019, accompanied by the mint mark if present. On the reverse, you'll find United States of America, e pluribus unum, and 1 cent. Now, in 2019, the Lincoln cent was minted at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint produced millions of these coins, but there are some variations and details that make certain specimens incredibly valuable. The Philadelphia mint coins bear no mint mark, the Denver coins carry a D mint mark, and the San Francisco coins have an S mint mark and were generally produced for proof sets and collectors. It's important to understand that while billions of 2019 pennies were struck in total, what sets some of these coins apart isn't just the mint. They're special because of errors, rare die varieties, pristine condition, or limited strikes. One of the most famous and highly sought-after varieties from 2019 is the 2019 W. Lincoln cent. That's right, W, as in West Point. This was the first time in U.S. history that a Lincoln cent was minted at the West Point Mint, and it wasn't released directly into circulation. Instead, the U.S. Mint included them as bonuses in 2019 annual coin sets: the proof set, the mint set, and the uncirculated coin set. Each of these sets included a bonus 2019 W penny. The proof set came with the proof set, the reverse proof with the silver proof set, and the uncirculated 2019 W came with the mint set. Because of their limited mintage and the novelty of the W mint mark on a Lincoln cent, these coins have become extremely popular among collectors. High-grade examples of the 2019 W pennies, especially those graded MS-70 or PR-70 by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC, can sell for hundreds of dollars, and in rare cases, even more. But what about the supposed $7 million penny? Let's talk about it. Rumors have circulated online, often in YouTube videos and coin forums, that a 2019 penny sold at auction or was valued at up to $7 million. Now, we have to address this with some caution. There is no verifiable record of a 2019 penny actually selling for that amount through a major auction house like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. However, it is true that coins with extreme minting errors or unique die varieties, especially if they are the only known specimen of their kind, can fetch incredibly high prices. So the idea of a 2019 penny being worth millions is not impossible, just extremely rare and likely tied to a one-of-a-kind error or a hyped-up private sale. Some of these alleged $7 million pennies are said to exhibit extreme double dies, off-metal strikes, or planchet errors. These are the types of mistakes that happen during the coin's production, and while the mint tries to catch them, a few do escape into circulation. Let's go over some of the key errors and varieties that you should be looking for in your pocket change from 2019. First, there are double die obverse (DDO) varieties. These occur when the coin's design is struck more than once with slight shifts between strikes, causing noticeable doubling in the lettering or numbers. For 2019 pennies, you should examine the words "Liberty in God We Trust" and the date. Use a 10x magnifier or coin loop to carefully inspect these areas. If you see clear doubling, especially on the date or letters, it might be a legitimate DDO, and that can be worth serious money depending on the severity and condition. Another key thing to watch for is off-center strikes. A coin that was not properly aligned in the press can come out with the design shifted to one side, sometimes missing a large part of the image. A 5% or 10% off-center penny might only be worth a few bucks, but one that's 50% off-center, especially if the date and mint mark are still visible, can be worth hundreds or more. Then we have broad strike errors, where the collar that normally shapes the coin fails, and the coin spreads out, appearing wider and flatter. These are also sought after by error collectors. Even more dramatic are wrong planchet errors, such as a penny struck on a dime or foreign coin planchet. These are exceptionally rare, but if you ever find a 2019 penny that feels unusually light or heavy or doesn't ring like a normal coin, get it weighed and authenticated. Now, let's talk condition. Condition is everything in coin collecting. A circulated 2019 penny is generally only worth face value unless it has an error or variety. But an uncirculated coin, one that has never been touched by human hands, never entered circulation, and remains in pristine condition, can be worth far more. Coins are graded on a 70-point scale, with MS70 or PR70 being a perfect, flawless coin. Very few coins ever achieve this grade, and when they do, their value jumps exponentially. For example, a 2019 W-proof penny graded PR70 Deep Cameo by PCGS might sell for $100 to $300 depending on demand. A reverse proof or uncirculated 2019 W penny in perfect condition can fetch similar or even higher prices. So where can you find these valuable pennies? First, check your change. Seriously, millions of people ignore their pennies, tossing them in jars or leaving them in store trays. Start by carefully inspecting any 2019 pennies you come across. Second, visit your local bank and ask for penny rolls. Roll hunting is a popular hobby where you get rolls of coins from banks and search through them for errors, varieties, and rare dates. It's a game of patience and luck, but you never know what you'll find. Third, if you're serious about collecting, consider buying sealed US Mint sets or searching online marketplaces like eBay or coin dealer sites. But beware of counterfeits and exaggerated claims. Always buy from reputable sellers and get coins authenticated by third-party grading services when possible. So, is it really possible that a single 2019 penny could be worth $7 million? Technically, yes, but it would need to be something utterly unique, like a once-in-a-lifetime mint error, a pattern strike, or perhaps even a coin struck on a prototype planchet that wasn't supposed to be used. There are stories, some verified, some speculative, of coins like the 1943 copper cent selling for over $1 million. If a similarly unique discovery were made in a 2019 penny, the sky could be the limit. But until that happens, the more realistic route to making money off 2019 pennies lies in identifying known varieties, errors, and pristine condition coins. To wrap it up, the 2019 Lincoln cent is far more than just a modern penny. It's a coin that made history with the first ever West Point issues, it's the subject of countless error hunting adventures, and it's sparked wild stories of million-dollar sales. Whether or not those ultra-high-value claims are 100% real, there's no denying that certain 2019 pennies can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So get out your magnifiers, check your change, and dive into the hunt, because the next valuable penny might be sitting right in your pocket. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2019 Lincoln cent, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more coin collecting content, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Leave a comment below if you found a special 2019 penny, or if you have questions about coin grading and values. We love hearing from the community. Until next time, happy collecting and good luck with your treasure hunt.